What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, coming into with another episode of Hockey Mask Time. Now, before I get started, let us bow our heads and recite the HMT motto, shall we? A man will only take so much disrespect, and it's only a matter of time before he finally decides today's the day. Gentlemen, we return to a well that we all know will never run dry. And what well is that? That's right, good old Maskistan. Boy, I tell you, with the amount of offlinings that have gone down in that country, I could literally dedicate an entire month just to them. However, I'm going to go with this article right here that was published on the 30th of September. Karnataka man hacks his wife to deletion with an axe for refusing to sleep with him. Wow! This guy really axed his wife out of his life. Now let me just go ahead and say this right here. Woo! A 50-year-old man in Karnataka has surrendered to police after allegedly offlining his wife, whom he suspected of infidelity, for refusing to sleep with him. Boy, I tell you, gentlemen, as you know, once the woman you're in a relationship with stops having sex with you, 9 times out of 10, she is having sex with another man. Tell you, the old reward/punishment system when it comes to sex, I myself have said on numerous occasions, that in itself is a form of abuse that men are subject to, and yet nobody wants to talk about. Police said that Shikapa, a resident of Batgara village in Kalaburagi district's Sadim Taluka, offlined his wife Nagama in the early hours of Sunday. According to a police complaint lodged by Nagama's mother, Galama, the couple have 3 children and used to frequently quarrel, but family members often intervened to mediate between them. Nagama, who had been staying with her mother after a fight with Shikapa, returned to his home on September 28th, as he promised not to cause any further trouble to her. Later that night, Shikapa demanded that Nagama sleep with him. When she refused, a heated argument ensued, and around 12:30 a.m. on Sunday, the altercation escalated and Shikapa allegedly struck Nagama in the chest with an axe. Shikapa later went to the Sadim police station and surrendered. The police have arrested him under Section 103, termination of the Bharatiya Yaya Sanhita, and are investigating the case. Well. Gentlemen, I'm going to reiterate. I have said on numerous occasions that if your wife or girlfriend decides for a non-medical reason to one day no longer have sex with you, then yeah, that right there is the biggest clue that more than likely she is having sex with someone else. And in my humble opinion, it's time to go ahead and end that relationship, because we all know, we've all been in relationships and we've all been subject to this. You're with your wife or girlfriend, all of a sudden, oh, I'm not in the mood. Are you on your period? No, I'm just not in the mood. Blah, 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 blah. To the point that there was one guy who actually made an Excel spreadsheet of how many times his wife would give up the goods and every excuse that she would say. And yeah, gentlemen, I'm going to keep reiterating. What she did was literal abuse to him, because on a mental level, we all have experienced this as men who've been in relationships. On a mental level, when the woman you're in a relationship with decides that she does not want to have sex with you, she does not want to be intimate with you, that is absolutely soul crushing as a man. But we live in a world in which women have absolutely zero problems with it. And as a matter of fact, a lot of women are actually applauded for trying to make their man submit via, I'm going to call it exactly what it is, sexual exploitation. They're exploiting a man's desire for sex to make sure that they can, quote unquote, keep him in line. Yeah, gentlemen, like I said, it is a form of abuse that is absolutely insidious. And more men need to start speaking out about it. Anyway, let's get to that scorecard, shall we? For location, it went down in their home. Gonna give it a 10. Method of execution, the acts of agony, I'm gonna give that a 35. Psychological impact, I'm gonna give that a 40. And for the brutality factor, we all know an axe, not a good way to go. Unless it's a straight up decapitation, yeah, it is not an instant kill. So I'm going to give the brutality factor a 35 as well. So Shikapa, the slaughterer, gets a score of 120. Gentlemen, in my humble opinion, this is just my opinion, but when your wife or girlfriend has decided she's no longer going to put out, it's time to put her out. Because what they want to do is they want to be able to make you, quote unquote, beg them for intimacy, for sex. Yeah, they want to have all that power and control over you. See, this is why, in my humble opinion, they still want to keep legal pay for play, quote unquote, illegal. Why? Because I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The most basic reason, a lot of men would actually be able to find a little bit of happiness in this fucked up ass world. And another reason, it would force normie women to actually compete. Yeah. See, the idea of sex as a weapon is never anything that has been new. Women have always used the illusion of the potential for sex to rope in many men, friend zone men that are there to serve at their whim. Many, 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 many women know that if pay for play were actually truly legalized, they would have zero chance in the current environment. Zero. Why am I going to waste my time being your quote unquote friend, your beta male orbiter, when I can just go down to the brothel and get exactly what I want? I can get a better deal for a lower price. Yeah. Yep. That's why I'm going to keep saying this. Legalized pay for play is still quote unquote illegal. Not every man is going to partake of it if it is legalized, but in my humble opinion, with the way things are going right now, more and more men have said, fuck the relationship game altogether, fuck the dating game altogether. You gotta give men something to work for. And they keep saying, well, we got all these men who are dropping out of the workforce. Why? And I said, hey, there's a simple solution. Legalize regulated brothels. If a man knows he can go work his time and say, you know what, let me go ahead and set this money to the side, that way I can go to the brothel and, get me a little happiness, a happy ending, I'm cool. But yeah, that right there would completely wipe out the normie woman. And of course, we all know the system can't have that. The system still needs men's quote unquote slave labor to try to keep it going. And they still need men to get with women to produce more slaves for the system. And as we all know, the brothel will not do that. But that's neither here nor there. Gentlemen, I'm going to reiterate. When the woman you're in a relationship with starts to deny you sex, it's time to end that relationship, end that marriage, and do not hold back. Oh, you're not putting out? Okay, I'm out of here. I'm going to go find a woman who will put out. You know what? Yeah, there's going to be no more free resources for you. This is an exchange. Your body for my resources. That's the deal. Cool. I'm not going to be able to force you to do anything. All right? So for all the women who will come here and say, oh my God, it's my body, my choice. Yes, you are 1,000% correct. Your body, your choice. However, my resources, my choice. And if you're unwilling to do what you need to do in order for me to keep giving you my resources willingly, cool. It's time to go ahead and end the partnership. Let's end the relationship. There you go. Well, I've rambled on long enough. Read the article. Let me know what you guys think. And to you women out there around the world who continue to believe that you're going to be able to continue to use sex as a weapon against the man that you're in a relationship with, you better understand this, and you better understand this crystally damn clear. The power you think your hoo-ha has, it will go out, especially as you age. Feminism and the idea that men are still going to be just so thirsty for you, that's going to go out right along with it. Because as we all know, a woman's worst fear when it comes to a relationship is competition anxiety. And fellas, even if you're in a relationship, you need to have that woman believing that at any moment you could have another woman. Yeah, it is what it is. That's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I am out.
Woke up, murder on my mind, yeah. Losing all my hope, yeah. I'ma do the crime, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill.